co-host is not with me today, but I do have the pleasure of interviewing the one, the only Mr. OZ. I don't know if y'all know this guy. This is one of the people that actually was the first guy on Sway Funded to actually get funded. He ran the play, man. He locked in, and now he's a funded trader with Sway Funded. So I'm super excited to introduce this man today. So without further ado, Mr. Brandon OZ, what's happening with your family?
Not a whole lot, man. Just enjoying this beautiful weather out here right now. It's like 70 degrees. It's perfect.
Where you from, and how did you get started in trading?
I'm from Pennsylvania, like the middle of nowhere. Like near Penn State and State College. Well, that is Penn State, but Harrisburg, I'm like smack dab in the middle. It's just like there's nothing here. Um,
Oh,
but
wow.
no, so like 2 or 3 years ago, I was just scrolling on Facebook, and this was like right after COVID. So
Mhm.
crypto was moving pretty good. Like it was going up. It was before it crashed off. But I just asked a question on Facebook. I was like, yo, who can teach me about crypto? And I had no idea. And then I get tagged. Some long story short, I get talking to this guy, right? And he starts telling me, no, you need to learn about Forex. You need to learn about all this stuff before you can even dive into crypto. And I just wanted to learn. So like I went into it with an open mind. I would have like listened to almost anybody at that point because I had no idea about nothing. Little did I know I was about to be thrown into like the world of network marketing and everything, man, like the MLMs. So I got
Mhm.
thrown into IM Academy right off the rip. And uh
Me
I
too,
don't know
man.
if you've been in there too.
Oh yeah, that's when we first started our podcast. We started interviewing people over there, the educators, the signal callers. That's how I
Mm.
actually got that whole space was the reason I even came up with the idea to create this podcast because there were so many success stories. You know what I mean? I was like, people need to hear this. So yeah,
Yeah,
I know it was lit.
that's crazy. No, I think a lot of people actually get started with them because I believe they're the biggest. But so I just start listening. So you know how like they have like different teams and stuff, like
Mhm.
whoever you go in with is who you learn with and whatever educators. I mean, you can use all of it, but anyways, I just like really like basically hit the ground running. I studied every single day after work for if I had free time, I was at my laptop pretty much
Right.
because everybody was like, listen, do not put any money in this, like no live money until you have either like doubled your demo account or you've been consistently profitable for XYZ or whatever the requirement might have been. So like I didn't like go live with no money for like 9 months. I was just studying
That's some
and
crazy discipline, bro. Like that's because me, I did the total opposite. I said, "Oh my God, we can make money this fast." I lost so much money so quick. But what I did love about IM, bro, is a lot of people was trying to go chairman. Like I wasn't locked in with that. I'm like, I need to learn how to trade. And I see you was on the same thing, right? So who did you on that platform, who did you learn from as far as educators that kind of poured into you the most that you could take from that
so
that,
the
that helped you to this day?
the team that I was on, I'll always credit this team. Like I did separate from them at some
Mhm.
point, but like if I wouldn't have joined this team, I don't think I would have got to where I am. It was called Team Abundance. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they were
Mhm.
like a smart money centered group. And so like I never learned, and I'm not like bashing retail or nothing like that because if it works, right? But like I just never learned those like the triangles and the trend lines. Like I just never learned that stuff. I literally just learned smart money like
So you never
off the
learned
rip.
market structure?
No, I learned the market structure, but like I don't think I think market structure is more of like a concept. You know what I mean? Like if you like you should just know how to you should know how to read market structure, like just know
Right.
how. But I kind of learned that at the same time as I was learning smart money because like I was learning it's like supply and demand and like market structure kind of lines up with supply and demand if you think of highs and lows. So
Mhm.
but they were like completely all about like against indicators. So like that's how I learned like on naked charts. And like I use some indicators today, like not to trade, but for information.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, Michael Angel Martin was the guy's name. Have you ever heard of him? Because I
Yeah,
know
I have.
he talks
Yep.
on stage and stuff. Yeah, he was the guy that was basically the leader of that group. He built a pretty big group. Um, but no, I distanced myself from them because I was really locked in on the trading thing, right? I didn't
Mhm.
really care about network marketing, like you said, at this
Right.
point in time at all. And like they started switching things up in that group. They started bringing out these indicators and this and that, and like doing a bunch of stuff that I felt they always said that they wouldn't do. And I wanted to go a different path. Like I just didn't want what they were offering pretty much. So
Right.
I left and started my own thing at that point, and I kept learning. I never stopped learning. Like I'm still learning today. You know what I mean? I'm always studying. I have a
So
list.
how long you been trading exactly?
Let's see here. So I'd say I'm going on the third full year. I don't have like a day that I know it was the day that I started.
Right. So a third 3 years in. Me personally, I'm about it will be I know I started in May. So May of this year would be 4 years for me. Right.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool though. So in the midst of that time, that's pretty quick for you to actually be profitable. Do you consider yourself a profitable trader at this point?
Yeah. Yep. I do. Uh, and I agree. But here's the thing, man. So uh, like I felt like I caught on quick, right? Like I at least like as soon as I seen it, I was like, okay, I can do this. Like I might not
Mhm.
know everything, but I can do this if I just keep going. And like I fell in love with it pretty much. I feel like if you're gonna be a trader, you should have some kind of love or passion about it from the get go. If you don't, I don't know. I mean, you could still do it, but your experience might not be like mine. Like that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Every day.
Mhm.
But
Facts.
it didn't just happen overnight, though. You know what I mean? Like even when I started, like actually putting in money and trying to pass prop firm accounts, it like I would. I don't know if any other trader ever goes through this, but if anybody listening ever does, like just you got to keep going because it just I don't know. I couldn't even tell you when I became profitable, right? Like it just like
Mhm.
kind of it
What
develops.
happened?
But I would go through like winning streaks, losing streaks, winning streaks, losing streaks, and I'd get on fire and then I'd lose. And like my main problem is always like either like ego, overconfidence, or revenge trading. And that's what like my main things were for a while, which I think a lot of traders go through that. And like when you hear that though, when you're first learning, you're like, no, I ain't gonna go through that. And then you really do. I
That
think
part.
like every person has to go through like the cycle.
So for anybody coming in that's new, right? So if I man, I want to join Forex, I want to join your team. What's the first thing you teach a person that's coming into your organization?
First, if it's Forex, right? Like the first thing they gotta understand is like what we're doing. Because I don't know how many people the first question is like, don't you gotta buy it before you sell it? You know, like do you ever get that question? Man, I always get
Mhm.
those. They think it's like stocks and like
Right.
it's not like it's just they're just ignorant to it. They just don't know no better, you know? So first things first is you got to understand like what we're doing, like betting currencies against each other, and basically you're basically just looking at the market, betting whether it's going to go up or down, and then you can make money either way. And that was a
That's a
mouthful.
crazy choice of words right there, B. You said betting, not investing, but betting. We got
I mean,
like
kind of, but like day trading, right? Like learn like if I say you're investing for a couple minutes, like I don't know, I'm trying to put it into like perspective, like
yeah, yeah, I got you.
you know what I mean? Like, because like they don't understand lot sizes and like, dude, that's what I did not understand at first. Lot sizes
Right.
and stuff. I'm like, man, because these are all the questions that I had like when I started. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just watching some videos and I was like, but what is for it? Like, what is it? You know, like so like the
Mhm.
first video that I ever made to help people was what is Forex?
Mhm.
That's literally like what I send people first to help them because like if you don't know what we're doing, then you know, because everybody asked me the same thing. They asked me about crypto and stuff like that. And I believe the same as I was taught. It's easier to learn Forex and stuff like that. And if you want to dive into crypto afterwards, then go for it.
Cool. Okay, so with sway funding, how you feel about this consistency rule? Because everyone's tripping about this consistency rule. How you feel about it, considering that you've already become funded?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad, to be honest with you. So when I did not have a consistency rule, I failed, you know. This isn't the first prop firm that I've passed, but It didn't bother me one bit. So if
Mhm.
anything, I think it keeps you from over trading, because how many times have you been up and then you go back down, And I think they're just trying to get you to lock in your profit. And if
Mhm.
you really don't want it, just pay to get it the hell off of there, because you
That's
can do that. You
the
can do that. You
add-ons.
can,
Yeah,
like,
the add-ons is pretty crazy.
yeah,
Did
man.
you
Like,
did you have any add-ons when you started?
yeah, I'll be straight up. But they were a little weird, man. But because of the consistency rule, it still made it made it fluctuate. So I did it was like taking 2% off of the challenge or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
But, right, so it was weird because I made more than I was supposed to the one day, and they don't erase your profit. What they do is they up what you have to make.
Yes,
So
it
I still had
increases.
like I still ended up making like 10, like 9% on phase one, and then it was like almost 7% on phase two because I made more than I should have. But once you get funded, that consistency rule, man, you set the consistency.
Oh,
You
you
know,
said
there's
it.
yeah, there's no like, oh, you can only make 2%. No, because you don't have a profit goal no more. You make what you want. You can literally build that account up if you want.
But so are you only able to take out a certain percent a day once you're funded?
No. So it's just, so what you got to do is you got to trade a minimum of 4 days first.
Once you're
And
funded.
yeah, once you're funded, you got to trade a
Mhm.
minimum of 4 days, and you got to become like, so for instance, my first day, I made like $140 the first day. And so that
Mhm.
made the consistency 140. And then if I made less the second day, my consistency, like I would have to make more before I would be eligible for a payout. I had to get that consistency thing in line every day.
Oh wow. Okay.
A little
Interesting.
confusing. It's a little confusing, but once you're funded and you start trading, you see how it works. Like, yeah, like they don't set a cap on what you can make. You basically set it. So like, say you make like $10, or maybe you make like 1% the first day, and then you make 2% the next day. That would basically mean like what, 1.5 the next,
Mhm.
or whatever, the next two, or something like that. You get what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it fluctuates every day that you trade.
So I heard you say that this wasn't the first prop firm you've passed. So cons- the difference between Sway Funded and any other funded platform, what would you say are the pros and cons from your experience?
A lot of pros because the one that I was in crashed. But
Oh wow.
yeah, it was my Forex funds. It was one of the
Oh, I
big
heard
ones.
about that, bro.
Yeah, man. I had a $10,000 account with them for a while, and I made money off of it for a while. But the difference is, so like literally, I haven't seen this with Sway at all yet, but brokers really can spike the price whenever the hell they want, man. Like they can manipulate you out of that trade because basically taking the other side of the trade on you. I haven't seen nothing
Mhm.
like that with Sway, but my Forex funds was notorious for like these big wicks all the time, man, to stop you out, especially at the end of the day. And uh I know that that's normal. Sometimes at the end of the day, the volatility can get kind of crazy, but like my
Mhm.
Forex funds was crazy with it, man. The slippage. Oh my God. Uh, that's
Oh wow.
really the only complaint I had on my Forex funds besides it shutting down and I didn't get the payout that I had.
Besides it
But
going out of
today,
business.
yeah, right. Besides going out of business, but I like Sway, the payout on demand thing is crazy. The fact that, wow, the fact that you can get paid every day after them 4 days
Mhm.
is what's up. And
How
the
about the
account,
affiliate program?
huh?
Are you plugged in? Do you plug your people in through the affiliate program?
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of people in it yet, but
Okay.
people are, damn, can you hear that?
No, I can't.
Okay. Um, but no, I got a couple of people in there, and more people are starting to ask questions and stuff. I think a lot of people are scared because of everything going on with the prop firms lately.
Facts.
Um,
Yeah.
and then to be honest with you, I get a lot of people that sign up and then haven't actually purchased an account yet also.
Mhm.
But you gotta just take that first step, man, because like literally it's cheap enough just to try, man. Like you can get an
Right.
account for $10, And I know it's only $1,000, but man, if you're like scared or you're looking for excuses, like you can at least try it. And the platform's dope. So like you'll fall in love with the sway charts by the end of the end of
Yeah.
the challenge. In my opinion, I don't know. I like the platform. I like it way more than MT4 and MT5. Like I literally, so like right now, I'm waiting on a router to get my internet back up because my router, I don't know, took a shit. So I've
Mhm.
been trading from my phone all week, and like Sway's easy in my opinion. You can literally just,
Wow.
I don't know, it's easy. Like you can drag and drop the stop loss and
I
everything. I
love
don't know.
that part, bro. I love that part. Instead of trying to copy and paste and put it in, yeah,
Yeah, man, that shit sucks. I think that's a lot of reason people like struggle with trading too, is the copy and pasting into MT4 straight up. Like if you could just look at it, like, okay, I want to enter here, stop loss here. Oh, let me fix my risk over here. Like it's easy. So like, and you can
yeah.
do it on your phone. So yeah, man, I don't see why you would not jump in on it, even if you're
Okay,
not
so
doing the funded thing. Like what's up?
if someone wants to learn from you and get a hold of you, how can they do that?
So I'm mostly active on Facebook, right? But I know it's weird sharing Facebook links and stuff. And but you can get a hold of me on Instagram, and
And for
I do
everyone
have a
that's watching
YouTube.
this, his Instagram link is below this video here. So make sure you lock in with him if you want have any questions or if you want to just get a hold of him and pick his brain on a few things as far as trading go. How many people you have in your community right now?
So I am actually in a community with somebody like three other educators. It's not just me. It's not just my group, but there's over 100 people in it at the moment. Because we just switched from like a free group to a more premium group just because and I mean it's not like premium like expensive or nothing, but it was just a decision because of the kind of clients we were getting. But we still have the free section as well. But anyways, regardless, that's not even important. But it's called Factory Reset.
Oh, tight. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
But
Factory reset.
yeah, there's multiple educators in it. It's not just me. So but we all trade a little similarly, but it's all just a bunch of people just trying to get after it. Like I feel like it's like a real trading community, not just a bit.
Do you feel like it's better when you're trading with people opposed by yourself?
Yeah, for sure. If anybody can like manage to get a trading partner, like if literally people got time to like get on a call with people every single day and trade together, I think that's like super beneficial if you can, but that's easier said than done. Like I know it's easier
Mhm.
said than done. I personally don't have a trading partner right now, but I'm trading with my group every day, you know? So I'm not trading alone. And trading's lonely, man. If you want it to be, it doesn't have to be. Like I like making connections with people all over the industry and stuff. So it don't gotta be lonely.
Yeah, it don't gotta be no. That's facts. Absolutely. And that's what this call is about too. Just networking, getting, just rubbing elbows and just building relationships with people, especially like-minded individuals. And we have a community as well. I would love for you to be a part of that. I'll send you that link, and that will also be below this video as well. But I feel like when you are around like-minded people, and it's extra confirmation as well. Like,
Yeah.
for me, it's extra confirmation, just valuing your opinion. Like, hey, man, what do you feel about Euro GBP, or what do you feel about gold? What are your analysis on this certain pair? It definitely helps us extra confirmation. But for me, it was a gift and a curse because I always stick to my guns. Like, you know what, this is my trade. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, B.
Yeah.
I like this trade. I'm taking it. And you should always feel like that. But at the same
Yeah.
time, you should definitely value someone's opinion that you've been trading with, that you respect them as a trader. You also
Yeah.
take that in perspective because what you don't want to do is not take your own trade and it does exactly what you want it to do. You
Yeah,
know?
man. I feel the same way on that. And I don't know if there's like a good way to fix that either, because if you don't, like, the one time you don't listen to your advice, it's gonna go to the moon. I've done that, man. I've done that. Like I've literally done that shit. So I know
It
what you
happens.
mean. But
It
yeah,
happens.
I think anybody that says like there's just something about man, I'm gonna show some weakness here and some ego, but like there's something about like when your trade's right and it hits that take profit. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
really no better feeling than seeing take profit hit, because like I put alarms on my phone and stuff
me
so
too.
that like so that I can see like if I'm busy, like, oh snap, money. So
Yeah.
I don't think there's any better feeling, and people need to experience that feeling for sure.
Yeah, especially when nah, I don't like it. I think it's gonna do this. It does feel good to just go back to the chats like, yeah, TP smack. Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
probably didn't want to rock with me, but hey, we just hit our goal for today.
Yeah, right. Just send the big eyeballs, like.
Right? I know, right? That's
Um,
what's up. Hey
yeah.
man, well I definitely appreciate you, man. Is there anything else? I want to hold you today, but is there anything you can give us advice wise as far as getting funded? Because me personally, I've been funded once, right? And I haven't been funded with Sway Funded yet. I'm actually in the process. I'm on my second phase. So I'm in the process of getting that. So is there any advice you can give me and all other viewers as far as just staying consistent with that, and some type of gem you can give us as far as trading is when it comes to prop firms?
So when it comes to prop firms, right, the way that I've always approached it personally was I've always went lighter risk, and I know that sounds bad, but with the consistency rule, you can only make up to like, what is it, 2 point some percent a day, right? So even if you don't hit that consistency rule, say you make 1%, like just quit while you're ahead. Me personally, okay, this is my rule. This is what helps me personally trade, and I'll leave you with this. So I have a rule, and it's almost like my own consistency rule. If I take 2 wins in a day, I'm out. If I take 2 losses in a day, I'm out. Nothing else. And it
Okay.
literally kept me in line with that consistency rule. And so I don't know, try that if people are having like trouble with the consistency, but that's what works for me.
Okay. So two, win or lose, two and two. What if you do 1-1? You still trading?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So you
Yep.
got to at least,
Because
is it
because there's a mindset thing there. If I take 2 wins, I'm gonna start feeling like, ooh, okay, I'm on today.
mhm,
If I take 2 losses, I'm gonna start getting pissed and start seeing shit that's not there.
right? But if you take a win and a loss, do you take another trade?
If I see one, if I see one, because like I'm really particular about how I trade. So there's days where I don't trade at all.
Got you. I'm not mad at that. Okay, we got this thing, man. We got this thing called bars. All right. It's called bars. And what we ask our people to do this on the call, our guests to do on the call, is we ask them to freestyle over a beat, right? So just give me what you got. You know what I mean? It's nothing major. You look like you got a couple bars off the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this little instrumental right here, man. And I want you to just give me what you got, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead, kick it off
Yo,
real quick. Let me share my sound.
all right. You gotta give me like 10 seconds.
Take your time.
Hold on,
You
can you turn
hear?
it up? Can you turn it up? Mr. P, you want me to rap? I said, take it back to the trap. I'm stacking pips and I'm stacking your stacks. I'm gonna rap now, back to the trap. Am I good?
Hey, I appreciate that. I heard you. That's all that matters. I heard you. The people heard you. We appreciate you participate, man. Like I said, family, if you guys want to get up with BOZ, make sure y'all follow him on the gram and hit him up, man, and definitely see if you can lock in, get a hold of his network. Like I said, man, your network is your network, so make sure you lock it in. As you know, pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it, and it might as well be us. Thank you again, B, for chiming in, man. We'll catch you next time. If you need anything from us, make just reach out, baby. We right here.
All right, man. Sounds good.